Hello, lovely people. I believe you are well. It feels so good to be healthy. You see, when your body is fit and well, your energy level is high and you're full of life. My name is Antonia Obodo, your wellness sister. Today we'll be talking about vitamin D. Come on, let's go and discuss about it. Today we are looking at vitamin D and why it is good for us. Vitamin D is the sunshine vitamin, nature's nutrition. Vitamin D is a hormone, a messenger of course, that goes from the liver to the kidney to be activated. Our bodies make vitamin D by communicating with our skin and sunlight. Now listen, we are born and evolved in sunlight. Yet vitamin D deficiency is perhaps the most common medical condition worldwide, especially in the Western world. Why? So many factors prevent people from getting adequate amounts of vitamin D needed for optimal health, and we will talk about them in a minute. First off, why is vitamin D necessary? Vitamin D is essential, not desirable, a must for bone health to prevent rickets and osteoporosis. Osteo means bone, while porosis means holes. So holes in your bones, you don't really want that. I don't want that. It also prevents preeclampsia, means complication in pregnancy. The point I'm trying to make is that we need vitamin D and calcium for strong bones and teeth. How about getting them from foods? Yes, you can't get enough of calcium from your foods, but it is difficult to get enough vitamin D from foods. Really? I thought milk has enough vitamin D. I used to think that myself. Now, I don't even recommend cow's milk as a health food after reading Dr. Milton Mills' article on dairy. But if you must drink it for a different reason and not to make vitamin D, because you will need to drink more than six glasses each day and more. And the more you drink, the more you increase the chances of feeding diseases. Okay, Antonia, what about mushroom? Of course, mushroom is a fantastic choice, but don't rely on mushroom alone to get adequate vitamin D level. Fish must be a great source then. Yes, oily fish is wonderful for omega-3 and vitamin D, but living in a cold climate, you have to be eating it every single day, 7 days a week, and it has to be wild caught oily fish like salmon, because farm salmon make no vitamin D at all. All right, where should I get enough vitamin D from? From mother nature, the sunlight. A tiny amount goes a long way to make enough vitamin D for your skin. What if I live in a place where there is not enough sunlight? England in a cold season, for example. Unfortunately, you won't make vitamin D. I won't make vitamin D also. Solution: fly away to a sunny country or get vitamin D supplement. Now, I mentioned earlier that there are factors that can stop people from getting enough vitamin D even in a sunny climate. Living in the UK, my color as an African would be a barrier to absorb vitamin D due to my skin pigmentation. What's wrong with it? Black is beautiful, of course it is, but my skin pigmentation has more melanin, meaning more tannin properties, which can withstand high temperature climate if I was in Africa. But because I'm living in England, where the summer sunlight is lighter, the sunlight does not absorb that much compared to Caucasian counterparts. It gets even worse if you were a night worker like most of us in Britain. That means that you are still asleep during the day to expose your skin to sunlight. Now, that said, another factor that can stop people from getting enough vitamin D in your skin is clothing. If you were a Muslim or you wear clothes that cover every part of your body, that inhibits the absorption of sunlight to your skin. How about the Caucasians? Though their skin pigmentation absorbs the sunlight easily, but it could be blocked by sunscreen if it is applied to the arms and legs, because those areas are where vitamin D absorbs better. But always protect your face. Your face is the most sun damaged, and it doesn't even make vitamin D anyway, so protect your face. Now, is vitamin D only good for our bones and muscle functions? No, not at all. Far from it. Vitamin D deficiency is associated with type 2 diabetes, obesity, high blood pressure, and even DNA damage. In fact, about 2,000 genes are directly or indirectly regulated by vitamin D. What does that mean? It means that you can turn on or turn off genes in your immune system with vitamin D. So turn off disease that causing genes and turn on the genes that slow aging and the other good stuff in your body. You need to supply your body with enough vitamin D from birth till death. Vitamin D deficiency is a disease of neglect, according to Dr. Horlicks. Dr. Horlicks has a PhD in the field of vitamin D, and he has proven that there is a mountain of evidence linking vitamin D deficiency with cancer, autoimmune disease, dementia, depression, and metabolic diseases. Okay, what should you do now? If you live in a sunny climate, you are likely not to be at risk of vitamin D deficiency, provided your legs and your arms are exposed between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. for at least 20 minutes. However, if you live in a northern hemisphere like us here, particularly in Europe or America, consider vitamin D supplementation, or at least check with your doctor. I believe you find this information useful. Remember that vitamin D deficiency is a disease of neglect. Please subscribe to spread the message of hope. Thanks, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.